on, everybody? Welcome back for another unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, hit that bell notification, and share it around who you think would like the content of this channel. Yeah, we are back for another one, and imagine that. I just think to myself, I was like, I'm on a string of Ultraman figure acquisition lately. I really am. I don't know why, but it's just stuff is popping up, and I'm grabbing it and stuff like that. So it's been really great. Like I've said before on the channel, besides Godzilla and Gamera and stuff like that, I do love Ultraman. He is definitely one of my favorites and stuff like that. It's definitely a series that I like to go to and watch a lot and everything. So I'm getting to love it more and more and stuff like that. It won't overtake Godzilla or Gamera in any way, but like it's up there. I mean, obviously he's one of the big three overall kind of thing, and I just love it. And I just, like I said, more and more getting the stuff, watching it, I'm just more and more falling in love with it. So I definitely recommend, if anybody has never watched Ultraman and everything like that, just give it a try. That's what I did. I think I've told my story before several times about how I got into Ultraman. It's just like, you realize that it's such a wide array of series and shows and movies and stuff like that. It really is. And it's a little intimidating. It really is. But it's, just give it a shot, start with one episode, one series, and just kind of go from there. Just baby step it. And just to see if you like it, you don't know unless you try. So, yeah, I just say everybody should try it, at least watch a couple Ultramans and stuff like that. So it's really a lot of fun. But yeah, like I said, a lot of Ultraman purchases recently. And of course, today we are doing another Ultraman unboxing. So with that, let's get started. All right, and here he is, guys. Bada bang, bada boom. This is phenomenal. It really is. Today we are talking about the X Plus Favorite Sculptors line, gigantic series, actually, which was, I didn't know this, actually. Kind of blown back with it, and I don't understand why yet. Maybe I might have to dig a little bit deeper into it, but yeah, we'll get to that and everything. But yeah, this is Ultraman from the Favorite Sculptors line. This is Type C, and it is obviously you see the pose where he is holding the VTOL Science Patrol spaceship. And this is great. Like, this was announced at Wonderfest, I believe, in the spring, I believe. That Wonderfest was crazy. They announced a lot of stuff and everything. And this was one of the figures that was on display for X Plus. I know there was a Bolton also. I think will be coming with this kind of thing, like in this either line or similar to this and stuff like that. It's really great. I did love what it looked like and everything. But so yeah, I was curious to see what it was like in person. But yeah, before we get into the actual figure, let's look at the box, because I always like checking out the boxes and stuff like that. And this isn't too bad. This kind of goes along with their Favorite Sculptors line, where they do a little bit more pizzazz to their boxes and stuff like that to put it in color and everything. They've done it to like the Mecha Godzilla. They've done it to the Godzilla Ibra set. I like that they do a little bit more with the boxes and stuff. Obviously, you can see the yellow tag means it is a Rick figure and stuff like that. So it's got a bonus to it. It's just not a typical figure. Ricks are either an extra figure that's special to this figure, or it has to have some kind of like light up or glow in the dark or something special to it. And that's what that means. So let's check out the box. So obviously on the side, it just says Ultraman Type C. Then as we go around, it has a picture of the actual figure on the back with Ultraman Type C also. And of course, on the other side, same thing, Ultraman Type C. But I just love that they put a nice color picture on there. It looks like a scene right from the show and stuff like that, the episode. So I just really appreciate when they do that, when they go that extra step for the boxes to make them look nice and everything like that. So yeah, I do like this. Like I said, like I said, straight from the actual episode. It looks really great. But yeah, enough with the box. Let's get it. All right. And before we actually see the figure, we are going to get into the platform that he actually comes with. Like I showed on the back of the box, the picture that they had was of the figure, and he actually stands in a platform, and this is what it is. So first we have the Ultraman logo in Japanese, and then it is just a platform with like a dirt ground and stuff like that, with some buildings in the background and stuff like that. This is based off of the episode, I believe, 36 of Ultraman 1966, entitled Arashi Don't Shoot, or Don't Shoot Arashi. There's two different names for the episode and stuff like that. So pick your poison, I guess, for whatever one you want, and everything. So this, like I said, comes straight from that episode. I believe Ultraman was trying to protect a museum or a park for kids and stuff like that. And this is one of the buildings that was in that scene and stuff like that. So, but as you can see the foot marks where he is going to stand. Right here is the peg that'll go right into his foot. And then over here is the actual peg that'll go into his foot that activates the Rick feature on this figure. And if you didn't know, this Rick feature is a light up feature. So this will go straight into his foot. And then on the back, which I really do love, I really dig, is they just have a simple button. They don't have a battery pack, a plug-in, nothing like that. It's just built into the base itself, and you can hit the button for on and off. I love that. It's sleek, it's nice, it fits in with the overall aesthetic of the figure and stuff like that. It's not some janky box that's just kind of sitting out there with a cord and everything. It looks really nice, and it just makes it look really clean. So I really do dig that. I didn't know that until I open it, so that's really awesome. And then on the back here, you'll see another hole right here. That is actually for the pole that stands, and you can have a little grabber that can go around Ultraman's waist to stabilize him more if you don't feel like he is going to stand on this platform very well. So, extra stability and stuff like that. If you have kids, pets, earthquakes, whatever, anything that's going to shake your foundation of your house or your collectibles, your shelves, whatever, it might be nice to have that. It's clear. I didn't get it out because I think we've all kind of seen it enough on humanoid figures where it just helps them stand up and stabilize them overall. So I didn't get that, but that is an option. Otherwise, you can just put him in the pegs and stuff like that and leave him like that. So yeah, that is the base. And of course, here he is, the figure himself, Ultraman 1966, the OG himself. This is what he looks like. It looks great. It's super detailed. I love it. I really do. I saw this from the Wonderfest preview, and I wanted it. I really, really did. But there was just a few other things that got my attention a little bit more and got my money. Let's be honest. Especially that Destroya, like that was the show that they unveiled that, and that kind of sorry Ultraman, but like Destroya trumped you on that one. So I unfortunately didn't get it right away, but I eventually got one, and I'm glad. It's just super, super awesome. I love this. The sculpt is so great, so detailed. Oh man, I love this pose. It's a great pose. It's almost as nice as when he does his Specium Ray pose. I love that pose too, or his transformation where he's got his arm up and everything. Like that's just a great pose too. But this is just as well done, and it looks so great. Everything about it, the details, the crinkles in the suit and everything. I mean, from his midsection where you see him hunching over, from the actor and the suit crumpling up, even from his shoulders on both sides. It's just great. And even when you go in even further, you can see even little cracks from the suit where it's starting to crack from all the movement and stuff like that. Like, that's how detailed it is. It's super great. I just absolutely love it. And then I noticed this. uh, he's got buns of steel here. Yeah, and obviously you can see the butt coming through the suit from the actor Ben Faruya. That's just I've never seen this before, but like that takes detail to a whole new level when you can sculpt his butt in the figure. I mean, come on, that's just great. I mean, even the feet, they just have everything down to the last detail. It's just super awesome. I just love it. All right, so let's put him on the base and see what he looks like. All right, here he is. This is what he looks like on the base. Yeah, like I said, you can have that little pull with the little claw and stuff like that for extra stability. But honestly, seeing them like this, you probably don't. I would say just for precaution, I would say that maybe if you live in a warmer climate and stuff like that, that the heat kind of gets up there, the heat index. Maybe I would do that just because this is still vinyl, so it can warp. So if he's sitting like this and he starts to lean forward or lean back and stuff like that, unfortunately, the vinyl will start warping and start molding to that kind of position until he finally falls over. Um, I know the pegs do good for a while, but we have had other X Plus figures with pegs that have still warped and start to lean. You can talk about the Rodan 30 centimeter. His feet are just too skinny and he starts leaning forwards or backwards. He just starts shelf bombing everybody and stuff like that. Talk about the Rodan 56, the OG, that had a base that just, something like this where it had pegs and everything, and you thought he'd be okay, and it doesn't work. A lot of times collectors had problems with warping of the vinyl and theirs started to droop and stuff like that. So unfortunately, it does happen even if you have pegs, just because what it's made out of is just not strong enough to withstand temperatures fluctuating up, down, or just a constant heat where it just likes to uh, conform to that and stuff like that, or move whichever way the weight is leaning and stuff like that. I mean, for Godzilla figures, we literally heat up the tails just to get them on because they want to be squishy soft. Well, same thing that happens with just climate in general. If it's super hot, these things are going to start moving and get squishy, and then they can just topple over for whatever weight it is for front, back, left, right, whatever. It's going to happen regardless. So I would maybe suggest just do that. It's see-through. You're not going to really see it that much. You might see it between his butt and the ground, but like other than that, I don't think you should be able to see it too bad. So just a precaution, just something to think about. If you don't really want this thing to fall over, I would suggest putting that extra thing in and stuff like that to help it stand. So we are missing one more piece to make this complete. And obviously you see in the picture over here, we don't have the VTOL yet. So let's get it. So before I put this on, I just wanted to show it off because I think it just looks phenomenal. It really does. This thing is just super detailed. I absolutely love it. I don't have a VTOL ship in my collection at all. So getting this is really, really cool. The detail is great. It looks just like it came out of the show. And I just love it. I really, really do. And of course, it goes right in his hand, just like in the picture. And on the bottom, there is a little cutout right here. And then there is a little peg on his hand. And actually, he gets to hold it right there. So let's put it on. There you go. Boom. Quick and easy. It just goes kind of right in and it just sits there and it looks phenomenal. It really does. Oh, man, this thing just looks incredible. Oh, good gosh. Like this is, and I mean, I will say, seeing this, like I was not expecting the size. I really wasn't. I thought this was a 30 centimeter figure. I don't believe it is. Or it's a 30 centimeter figure, but the base makes it, even bigger. I think I saw the specs on this was like 40 centimeters tall. So it's actually a big figure, bigger than like I said, what I expected. And I didn't even know it was part of a gigantic series or whatever for FSL. Maybe they did that because of the size of it, but I'm not sure. I mean, the only other thing that we've had from the gigantic series FSL is the Godzilla 1954. Um, so I don't know if this is in the same line as that, uh, because it's not like the 50 centimeter figure that we have, or have gotten from the Godzilla. So I'm a little perplexed on it and everything. Maybe you guys know. Please leave a comment. Let me know why they labeled it as the gigantic series. Maybe because it's 40 centimeters and that technically scales it up into the gigantic series, and everything. I'm not really sure, but I would love to find out. Would love to know. So please leave a comment in the video. So, but yeah, overall this thing just looks phenomenal. And like I said, this is from the Favorite Sculptors line, which means it's based off of a kit, and the kit was made by Kiki Fujimoto, and he made this garage kit and everything. I don't know the brand that he makes, but they actually have his name up here too, giving the sculptor the recognition he deserves. Obviously, they always post on the box on what kit it's from or the sculptor and stuff like that. So they just actually just put the sculptor's name up here, which just says his name. So I don't know if he's just solo kit builder, that's not associated with any big company that he sculpts for and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, but whatever he is affiliated with, it's phenomenal. Anybody could be picking him up and be getting a well-talented artist, on their team, and they would be putting out some really great stuff from him. So, yeah, this would be great. I do know that based off of his garage kit, the face he actually changed based on this for X Plus. So the mask or a face shield was actually different on the actual model kit compared to what we see here. So this isn't actually straight from the model kit. It is altered a little bit. Maybe X Plus had a say and say, hey, we want it to be changed a little bit or fix up the face. I'm not sure, but somebody had input in it to change it. Maybe Fujimoto wanted to change it himself. Maybe he didn't like the original kit face look. Not really sure. Maybe they just wanted a little bit cleaner, kind of thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, another thing that maybe if somebody knows, please let me know. Would love to know about that and everything. But yeah, I do know that the face was redesigned and stuff like that for this particular release. So, and like I said, the figure is vinyl or PVC. That's what it's made out of. The base is made out of PVC and MBS. And then the VTOL ship is actually PVC and ABS, like a little bit of a plastic, with vinyl mixed in and stuff like that. So yeah, it's got like that plasticky feel to it and everything. It's not the rubbery where it's got some bend or some squishiness to them. It's a little bit harder and stuff like that. So it's got a little bit more stiff and like plastic feel and look to them and stuff like that. So, but it's still super great. I just love the detail on everything. See if I can try to get him into the frame here. But yeah, that ship just looks really, really cool in his hands. And like I said, this is from episode 36, Arashi Don't Shoot, or Don't Shoot Arashi. And it was, and the Ultra Kaiju in it was Zaragas. I'm probably not saying his name right, whatever, but put a picture up for you guys to see what he looks like. But that's what this scene is from. It's very brief. Arashi was basically trying to save Hayata and some kids. And Zaragos has a move or an ability that he shines light, which basically makes you lose your vision and stuff like that. And so Hayata and the kids were exposed to that, were hospitalized and everything. Um, Arashi felt guilty, and so he went out to try to avenge Hayata and everything by using the VTOL ship. He wanted to destroy Zaragas, and of course, right when he was going to, Hayata was turning into Ultraman, but Zaragas used his blinding light and disabled the VTOL ship slash Arashi, and it was going to crash. But of course, Ultraman caught it, and this is the pose or the scene that we get from that particular episode is when he's holding it in his hand, saving him and stuff like that until Arashi comes to back to consciousness and takes off, and then Ultraman can fight Zaragas and everything. So yeah, great episode. It was really fun. Zaragas is a reoccurring kaiju that you see later on in this series and stuff like that. So it's good to see him for the first time, and then you see him later on where they kind of update the suit, they make it cleaner and everything like that. So it's just good to revisit the originals and stuff like that from the original series. You see him later on, and you just recognize him, and it's just great. So, but yeah. Here's a full 360 look of him and everything. I just absolutely love it. I mean, there's those buns of steel. I mean, good Lord. But yeah, just overall, it's just awesome. It's got a presence to it that I did not expect at all when I got this. Kind of sad that I skipped on it, initially and everything. But now I got it, and it's great. Yeah, so if anybody is on the fence, is thinking about getting this, I highly recommend it, especially if you're a big Ultraman fan. This is a really nice piece to have into your collection. It's just great. And it's not going to be resin. You don't have to worry about being fragile and everything. Yes, this thing can still break. Vinyl can still snap. It is a thing. It is not indestructible. But it's not as fragile as resin or anything like that. But resin isn't that bad either. I think it gets a bad image. We know it is fragile, just like any other statue that is out there and everything like that. But a lot of these sellers take very good care of when they ship things and stuff like that. So I think it's okay. But yeah, this is a great figure. And of course, like I said, this is the Rick edition. So let's put the Rick edition on. Boom. Holy buckets. That light. I mean, you can see it coming. I got light shining on him, and you can still see his eyes just going through it. Holy moly. I'll give you a closer look here. Yeah, those eyes are blinding. You even get the timer. That is all blue. Also, that is illuminated. And I love that it's kind of beaming off of the VTOL ship and everything. Just a great looking extra overall and figure. I mean, it's a complete overall look now because his eyes are always glowing and everything. And actually, in this particular episode, Ultraman gets blinded by Zaragas's ability also. So then the lights go out, they're dim. And then when he regains his sight, they turn back on. So having this really is like complete scene and everything just about that particular episode in general. And it's really, really cool. Yeah, like I said, it's just a simple button. You push in, push it out, and it's really great. It looks clean. Yeah, I just love this. I kind of wish they'd do this more with other figures and stuff like that with bases. Just a simple button, but maybe we're not there yet and everything. So, but yeah, let's do a quick few size comparisons just to kind of get the feel of how big this bad boy is. And yeah. All right, guys, here's my first size comparison. With me, I have the 30 centimeter Godzilla 1967 from Son of Godzilla. I grabbed this particular one just because he is like the biggest 30 centimeter Godzilla we have. I think he comes in around like 32 to 33 centimeters, maybe even 34. He's a big guy. He really is. I thought the Burning Godzilla 30 centimeter was the biggest, and I think he has him by a hair. That's why I wanted to grab him. But this just kind of shows you the size of how big the Ultraman is compared to this guy. So, I mean, realistically, looking at this, I mean, it's a considerable height difference. I mean, you're talking, yeah, this thing might just be 40 centimeters tall, um, which I did not expect. I mean, yes, you're including the base and everything. I can take him off the base to get a really good look at how tall he is. And there you go. I'll kind of hold his feet. So there's the height difference right there. And Ultraman still has him by, an inch. So really he's about 35, maybe 36 centimeters tall compared to Godzilla. And then you add the base, puts him right up to about 40 range and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a big guy. Did not expect the size, like I said. And maybe like I said, that's why they put him in the gigantic series for the FSL line and everything like that. So that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, it looks great. But we all know, Ultraman is a lot smaller than Godzilla would be and stuff. So this isn't, size accurate and everything. But still, it's nice to see a big Ultraman like this in like a defensive pose and stuff like that. Just really love it. Because a lot of other poses are always like there's just poses basically of like the transformation or a fighting pose or a fighting stance. He's ready to battle kind of thing. Like I said, I love the poses with the Specium Ray and everything, and just like getting ready to grapple, because this Ultraman was a grappler and he always was hunched over. He wasn't, shoulders back, straight up like always. He was always hunched and ready for the attack on the enemy because he never wanted to get caught off guard and everything. So they captured it perfectly and everything. So I just love it. I really, really do. So, but yeah, this is the first size comparison. All right, and here's my last one. And of course, I had to give love to another Ultraman. Like I was saying, this is the pose that I was kind of talking about, the transformation pose and everything. And this is the 25 centimeter X Plus Ultraman 66. So obviously you can see there is a huge size difference with these two. Night and day here. You got Papa, you got Son, whatever you want to call it. Just crazy size comparison. So just a good look on what this thing looks like. I prefer the bigger one. I really do, because I've had this one now for a while and I'm just so used to it, but it's so small. And I'm actually getting rid of all my 25 centimeter figures and stuff like that, especially for Godzilla's. But I'm going to be keeping this one because this one's special, because I actually have the Ultraman actor Ben Furuya. He signed this figure, so he ain't going anywhere. But I would like to have a bigger Ultraman in my collection, and now I do, because I like the bigger figures, and I just love this thing. Really, really do. So, yeah, good size comparison of what they look like and everything. So, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, this is a great figure, guys. I highly recommend it. I love it. Love the size. Love the sculpt. Obviously, the colors are all perfect. The little extra VTOL plane is incredible. The design of the base is phenomenal. It really is. Like I said, hopefully we get more of this stuff. It just makes it look a lot neater instead of a cord and a power box. That's just kind of sucks and stuff. So, but yeah, overall, love this particular figure. Just everything about it. So glad I got it and everything. Yeah, it's, oh man. And yeah, go watch the episode, episode 36 of the original Ultraman show, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And maybe that'll help you get into the show a little bit and stuff like that by watching this review and relating it to the actual episode it's from. So but before I go, I quickly want to give a huge shout out to a good fellow collector in the groups. I obtained this from him. I had never done business with him before, and now this is my actual second acquisition from him. Jason Lee Rosa. If you guys have ever seen him post, if you've seen him sell anything, do not worry about him. This is a live reference for anybody who wants to buy from him. He is a stand-up guy. He will not do you wrong. He shipped super fast. very reliable, very thankful for people buying things from him. So I highly recommend him. If you see anything else online, just know he's somebody that you can trust, because he's not gonna throw you through hoops. He's not gonna do anything like that. He's not a shady person. Very reliable, like I said, good guy. Just talking to him a little bit, just seems like an overall good dude, and I love that. And I love getting to meet somebody else where they have something that I would like to purchase or obtain, and they're super cool about it and everything. And, the transaction goes smoothly. And I just love that. And then, even when you buy something from somebody that you don't know, can sometimes form a friendship with them, and you get to talk to them and everything. And it's just, it takes it somewhere that you never thought it would be possible. And then you start talking about the same things, because you guys are into the same thing, same likes, and everything. And it's just super cool. I absolutely love that. So, Jason, thank you so much. Guys, check him out. He's just a great guy. He really is. Yeah, just can't say enough about him. But thank you, dude, Jason. Awesome, great service for both my purchases. This is just one of two that I've done with him, and the other one is still yet to be revealed on here on the channel. So, but yeah, awesome, dude. Thank you. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everything. Remember, 500 subscribers is my next giveaway. I'm giving away the Rodan 2019 X Plus Rick Edition. And a Terror Mechagodzilla Mondo poster, art by Tom Whalen. And it's all for free. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. Like I said, hit that bell notification so you're notified when my videos drop right away, so you can watch them, hopefully. And of course, before I go, remember to join the Monsters with Attitude Facebook group, Monsters with Attitude Collectors group. We are a new Facebook group that just started. It is connected to our YouTube channel that we do a show once a month with me and a group of guys that talk about different either events or movies or anything we want to kind of talk about. We throw it in there and stuff like that. And it's just a lot of fun with us. And we decided to make a Facebook group to, help out and talk to people that's in our community and stuff like that. Like, that's something that I want to push for and stuff like that. So definitely go check that out. Check out my channel. Check out the Monster with Attitude YouTube channel also. I believe the 26th of August, we are doing our next video, and that is the 30th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So we have some special guests lined up for that one, which should be a lot of fun. A lot of us grew up with Power Rangers, so it's going to be a nostalgic episode for sure. So yeah, please tune in. But yes, that is it. I'm done. Sorry. Let's get out of here. Later.